Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Howie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Kentucky's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. A strike downfield. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Throwing, Iamaleava. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Unloads quickly. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The transfer has it his first carry. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Baxter. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Creates a little, maybe a crease. The tag! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Knight. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Iamaleava throws to the wideout. Touchdown, UCLA! Gets it into the end zone.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so explosive. They can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Number 91 sets a kickoff.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got it at the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
Nope.
Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Sends it back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Swings it out to his running back. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilmore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up.
Booster!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Escapes the pressure going right. At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Throwing, Iamaleava finds the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Motion from the wide receiver. Again, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
just keeps slinging it. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply did not.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Barnes. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete to the left. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Love the play call. I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, buying some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. It's looking really nice if you're on offense.
The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Barnes. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep. 1st and goal with the 1. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in down the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UCLA.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first down himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
95-96 Prince. 95-96 Prince.
Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. Across the 45. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. A designed run for the quarterback. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Got his man in the middle. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing, Imaliava. That's caught. It's Matthews. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Imaliava. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Quarterback will keep it. Could be an alley. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Baxter again. Strong, firm tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
They punted away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Knight. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Iamaleava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gets it to the back.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Iamaleava. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And when you're down later in the football game, and you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Ready, ready. Wide 53. Wide 53. Check, check, check. 89-19 fire ball. 89-19 fire ball. Freeze, freeze.
Wide receiver going in motion. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Running inside. It's Ivory. Got enough for the first. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wildcats!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. gonna risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Ready, go!
And the quarterback takes a knee. It'll be third and long. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a second and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye.